Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all well. So a friend of mine recently purchased a new car and that car was an Audi, and we were having a conversation about how to get speed camera or points of interest alerts on his sat nav in his car. And we did a quick bit of research and there wasn't one clear way of actually doing that. So I thought I will just create this video quickly to show you the best way that I found of actually doing that. So to do that, you need a couple of things. One, you need a subscription to a points of interest or safety camera or speed camera database. And you also need a little bit of software which is called POI base. Now, in this video, we're going to go through that and how to set it all up. So thanks for watching. Let's get into it. So this video is specific to the Audi and the Audis with the MMI interface. So as long as your car is an Audi and has the MMI interface, this should work for you. Now, the reason this video came about is probably a few months ago now. Audi removed the ability to actually load your personal points of interest onto your car via the myAudi portal on the website. A while back, you used to be able to log on to the myAudi website, upload all of your points of interest to the website, and then the website, which is linked to your car via a 4G SIM card which is installed in the car, will then transfer all of those points of interest to your car. However, for whatever reason, Audi disabled that feature or from their website, and now the myAudi website or portal is essentially, it gives you information about your car, where your car's located, is it locked, how many miles you've done, when the next service is due, but you haven't got those additional services through myAudi website. However, no need to worry. Follow this video and it will show you exactly how to get the points of interests, more importantly the speed cameras, popping up onto your sat nav, as well as giving you an audio alert. So the best database that I've found, and the one that I recommend, is pocketgpsworld.com. Now there are a few out there. There are a few free ones as well. However, certainly if you're living in the UK or in Europe, Pocket GPS World certainly seems to be the most up-to-date and the most used. And I say most used is because most of these databases rely on the users of the subscription or the website to actually submit new speed camera locations once once a speed camera is installed. So it's always good to go for a database which has got a large user base. And pocketgpsworld.com have been around for many years. So this is the one I use. The database isn't free. So it's £19.99 for a year subscription, and what you have to do is sign up to their website and subscribe, and then you get to download the database. Now the database itself is updated pretty much daily, so it's going to be very accurate. So let's get into that. Simple things. First of all, just click on up here and log in and register. Click register. And then just come down here and enter a nickname for yourself, email and password, and then click here to register. So once you're logged in, you will then need to subscribe to get the actual database to download it. Easiest way to do that, click up here where it says speed camera, subscribe now, and then click subscribe now. That takes you through to the PayPal payment system. You can pay by PayPal or you can use a credit card. And as I say, it's £19.99 a year. So I'll quickly subscribe. So once I'm logged in, click agree and subscribe. And then you have the confirmation you've paid and subscribed. We then get redirected back to the pocketgpsworld.com website. If we scroll down a little bit, we can go to the click here to visit the speed camera warning download page. Then click again, database download page. And we are presented with this download area. So I'm doing this for an Audi. Now, there is a thing you need to be aware of when you're doing this for an Audi, and that is to select the CSV type download. You'll see here, if you're not doing this for an Audi, there's plenty of other type of satellite navigation systems where you can just simply download them and actually just load them straight onto your navigation system, like TomTom, for example. Copilot are all there. However, for the Audi, we need other CSV. Click that one. Then we get to select the file types, and we can have all of Europe, USA, etc. But as I'm based in the UK, we are going to go with consolidated by type. So there's Gatso, mobile, etc. for the UK. Click on that one and then click download. Okay, so that's our cameras downloaded into a zip format. So if we open that up, we will see all of these different CSV files, and they're categorized into Gatso cameras all the way down to specs type cameras, which is really good. So once you get it loaded into your Audi system, you can then get alerts for the different types of cameras as well. There's also a bitmap file for each, and this is the little image that you see on your Audi navigation map when you're approaching a speed camera. Now we're going to need all of these files to load into the next part. So we highlight all of those, right click, copy, and then create yourself a folder somewhere. I'm creating mine on the desktop, where you can access easy later on, and then just click, right click, then paste. And now they're all copied out to my desktop Audi cameras. So for the next part of the video, the next thing we need to do is download a little bit of software called POI Base. And this is a great little bit of software. It's free to download. And the reason we use this is Audi disabled the access to, they call it POI special destinations within the myAudi website and the application. So what you used to be able to do is take those CSV files that we just downloaded, pop them into the myaudi.com website, and then load them into your sat-nav that way. However, they've recently disabled that, so you can no longer do that, which in some ways is a good thing, because doing it this method that I'm showing you today is you don't actually even have to be subscribed to the myAudi service. So you can do this without the subscription for that or being signed up to their website. Anyhow, as I say, so go to poibase.com and then click the green button which says download POI Base. Download for Windows or Mac if you're using Mac. Then once that downloads, you simply install it, and then we'll sign up to this as well. And I'll quickly show you how to do that. So let's run that file. Click run. English. Just select all the defaults, nice and easy. Off it goes to install. You might as well keep that ticked. We're going to use it now. So launch POI Base. And it takes us straight in. So what we need to do here is actually, because we're not actually plugging a sat-nav system into your laptop, we do manual selection, and then we select Audi. Select this device. Now you have to register as well. So simply click register, click OK, enter in your details and click register now. So once you're logged in, this is the main page. So we need to select load POIs and speed cameras. And then this time we import my POIs because they're the files that we have recently downloaded from Pocket GPS World. Now, the free version of POI Base gives you 5 categories. Now, if you look back at the file we downloaded, we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. So we don't actually need to purchase more. We can if we want. For example, if you wanted to split into different regions within the UK, or you download the European map, different countries, for example, you can then split that out. However, probably the easiest way to do without actually having to pay more money is to just use the 5 that you get free of charge. So up here, top right, we click add POI category. We give it a name. And what I found the easiest thing to do is obviously just copy this. So first one up is Gatso. So we'll call this one Gatso. We won't publish it. Publishing it basically means we offer it up for other users to use. So let's not do that. Now remember the bitmap files that I talked about earlier. These are included, with the download from Pocket GPS World. So what we'll do, and each of the bitmap files are 22 by 22 pixels. So we'll choose the file. We will go to the area that we downloaded, which is Audi cameras on my desktop. Gatso.bitmap. Open that up, and then we actually click here to choose the file, and it's the CSV format. Again, Gatso. Open that up. And it gives us an optional column configurator. Now, I suggest for now we leave that. Don't change that for the time being, just leave it as all standard, because the Pocket GPS World database, or the CSV file, is pretty well formatted. So if we just then click add POI category, gives us the little bitmap, what we called it, successfully created, and it just confirms that 4,294 POIs have been successfully imported. We do the same again, add POI category. Let's check back again, what we're doing now, mobile. So again, we'll call it mobile. Choose the bitmap, get the mobile bitmap, open, choose the CSV file, which is the mobile CSV. Leave those as they are. Add POI category. 5,000 have been successfully imported. Go back up again, click add category. What was the next one? P mobile. Now, one thing to note, I've put an underscore there. Audi and the Audi system doesn't like spaces, so don't use a space, always use an underscore. What will happen is the Audi sat-nav system truncates when it sees a space, so all you'll get is the P. So use P underscore mobile. If you're gonna use a space, basically use underscore instead of a space. Okay, choose the bitmap, P mobile. Choose the CSV file, pmobile.csv, open, leave that as standard, add PIO category. Okay, add new. Next one is red light. So same again, no space, red underscore light. Choose the bitmap, red light. Choose the CSV file, scroll down, add category, and the last one, which was specs. choose File for the bitmap, choose File for the CSV, click Open, and then Add. So this will continue to load over the next couple of minutes. Yeah, you might, depending on how quick the system's working, you'll get this, for the next couple of minutes, or it will go away, and then it will return like this. So you can actually, you can see your cameras that you've loaded on a map, or you can edit them, or you can delete them. So once that's finished and all gone green, we click on Back. Then click Download POIs, and then click My Private POIs, and then you'll see now they're all synchronized. You see the number of POIs, categories we selected. Click on Add for all of these, and then if we look down here, you'll see we've got 14,948 POIs ready to be updated. Now, one thing we need to do is actually grab a USB stick. Now, as obviously this system is not connected to our Audi, we need to manually load the POIs onto a USB stick and then take it to the car and then load it in the car. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But first things first, what we need to do is get a USB stick, give it a format. So I've got one here. Now, what I suggest is you click on Format, make sure it's FAT32. Don't select anything else. The size, Audi recommends that nothing larger than a 4 gig, but I've used larger than 4 gig before and it's fine. It's the file system that matters. Just make sure it's FAT32. Give it a volume label. I've called this one Audi. Click on Start. It warns you that it's obviously going to wipe everything from your USB stick, so make sure there's no data on there that you're going to need to use. Click OK. Off it goes, and it comes back in a few seconds. Format complete. Great. So that's done. So we can close that. Now we can click on the yellow button down here. Click Update. It goes away and starts loading all the data. And what this is actually doing, it's actually converting the CSV files into like an Audi format for us. Very similar to what myAudi.com used to do when they had the functionality enabled. It'd get them all lined up for us, put them into the categories for us, all ready to load onto the USB stick. Now this takes a few minutes to do, but luckily not that long. Here you see it's going through the different categories now. It's doing mobile. It's going to do P-Mobile, then red light, and then specs. There we go, ready to install. So install your data card. It says SD storage. You can use USB or SD. It's up to you. Just make sure it's formatted in FAT32. Click OK. We select our USB stick that we've just formatted, or your SD card. Click OK. And then it will go away, and then copy them all onto the USB stick for us. You can click next steps, and you can have a read of that and actually how you actually get it onto your Audi car, but I'm actually going to run through that now with you. Eject the USB stick, go out to your car, and I'll show you what to do next in the car. So here we are in the car. Now what we need to do is install the speed camera database, or the POIs, that we just literally copied from the computer onto the USB stick. Is copy them from the USB stick onto the car. So pop in your USB stick into one of your USB ports. Alternatively, if you use an SD card, pop in your SD card onto one of the SD card slots within the car. Now what we do first of all is click on Menu, scroll around to Settings, then if you actually on the actual navigation wheel left, move it across to the left, so like a left click. This brings up this system maintenance menu. Click down for that, and then click down for system update. And then you can then select where you've got what device you just plugged in. So mine's on USB. Obviously, if you use an SD card, you'll say SD card, and the SD card slot will be highlighted. But mine's on USB, which is highlighted. So I click that. and off the system goes, and it searches the USB stick for an update. It takes a few seconds and it will come back and say it has found the myAudi special destinations version whatever, and that's today's date because we've literally just created the USB stick. And then click down on start update. It then performs the update. It takes a couple of minutes, so it goes straight up to 100%. Then it has to do like a post process, so just to make sure they're loaded all onto the sat nav correctly. And let's say it takes a couple of minutes to finish that. So it's doing the post processing, and eventually it will come back and say the component has been updated successfully. So click OK. Now what we need to do is enable the visual and audio notifications. So when you're driving towards a camera, the actual screen comes up and it will beep on the screen. Come up with a little warning, and you'll hear a beep as well. So the easiest way to do that is if you go back to your sat nav. This time we move the wheel across to the right, so like a right click. Then we simply move down to navigation settings, down click. We go to arrival notification. We make sure that these first two top boxes are ticked as they are. So the first one will actually display a little pop-up here on the screen, and the second one will give us an audio notification. Then select myAudi special destinations. And then here you'll see the categories that we created earlier on the computer. So we just go through and make sure we tick all of these. Done. Then click back, and that's it. Simple as that. So that's it, all done. So now when you're driving along, you will actually see the speed cameras on the map with the little bitmap images that we saw earlier. You'll see a pop-up that comes up as you approach the speed camera, and you also hear an audio notification as well. So thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Really do appreciate your view. Please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. It really does help us. So safe driving, stick to the speed limits, and take care, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.